at that point of time.
So Harish, like, would like to understand, like, when we are meeting, say, you are meeting a company management, so as to understand about the company, as you were saying, like, if you have to move from 50% to 70% information. So what all you look for, and how the preparation before that goes? Because if we are going for a scuttlebutt or maybe meeting a management, so we should be all prepared, and we should be like seeking information which is not already, I mean, available, or so how exactly like it goes, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great question, and obviously it is contextual. It depends from company to company, sector to sector. But over time, with experience, we realize that, and basis experience that we have seen firsthand of other companies in various other sectors doing those mistakes. I think our primary focus is what are the mistakes that people are doing in various other sectors, and how the management thinks about those mistakes. I think, in a nutshell, because when we are talking about 5 years, 7 year, 10 year kind of investing, we have to first ensure that the value gets added. I mean, the rate of addition, is it'll be great to have a very high compounding rate of addition, but the first thing is it should at least be somewhat positive. Even 1.01 raised to the power of something is a phenomenal compounding machine if you give it time, right? Whereas 0.99 raised to something else will erode value. So our key focus is the edge, is the competitive edge, getting eroded, or is it getting sharpened? And what is it that companies are doing to sharpen it further? That is a common source of questions that we look at. The second thing that we've kind of realized, and now of course it is common sense, but it took a time for some time for me to realize, is that obviously the cash flow statement is greater than the balance sheet statement, greater than the income statement. There's no point, whereas most of us focus on the income statement, then some afterthought into the balance sheet, and then finally into the cash flow statement. And what we've realized is that markets are excited by growth, for sure. But more than anything else, we want companies, or we want managements that don't necessarily have to rely on the mood of the capital markets to finance their growth aspirations. And therefore, we tend to look at the last 5 years, the last 7 years across a cycle. Of course, for different companies and sectors, the cycle periods may be different. And we look at the collective cash flows that they've made, and is it enough to fund their capex? And then we look at the concept of the incremental return on invested capital, which gives a sense whether the companies and management teams are actually focused on retaining their ROICs or further improving their ROICs. So I think it is in these set of managements, very rarely, we focus on what the next quarter will be, or very rarely do we focus on if there's an event that is happening. We would want to spend a lot of time. Sure, these big questions take maybe say 40 minutes, 45 minutes of the interaction. And then, to kind of fill time, we try and bring in these other questions, which are more the 6 month to 1 year or 1.5 year kind of a thing. And I think, by and large, we hope to arrive at a probabilistic end to our answer by the end of that interaction. Of course, yeah, it's an iterative process, to say the least. But yeah, those are the broad areas that we focus on to help improve our decision making during interactions.